What up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to another major market breakdown. As you can see on your screen, we were super spot on with our predictions from last week. You can go check out last week's breakdown. At the end of the video, it'll be a playlist with all the breakdowns, and you can kind of check my work, if you will. But this week, we're seeing, I'm doing this video a little bit later than usual. It's actually Monday morning. I usually do it on Sunday mornings. But they kind of got away from me yesterday. Excuse me for that. But we got the DXY going a lot lower than what I thought it would go in like that quick of a span. Honestly, I thought we'd open up with a little bit of bullishness to kind of see about this area here that I have marked on your screen, and then go lower. But it decided to just go ahead and go lower, which means our euro trade looked slightly different than what it was expected for the re-entry. We actually caught it a little bit earlier because of this this pull. Now we do have our stop losses already in profit and whatnot, so we could definitely see some pullback on the dollar back towards this area, which is what I'd expect. Honestly, it's probably a golden zone if we were to put like a fib on it or something like that. Let me see. Nah. Okay, so for it to be a golden zone, we need to see it honestly go down further, really, and then this area would be a lot more interesting. So I'm gonna leave that there for now. This one I'm gonna take away. I don't feel like it means much. So yeah. This area is where I'd be looking for another entry. Maybe make it just a little bit bigger. Just because of the fact that it might not go too much lower than what it already has, because it's already bottomed out just a little bit. But on the chance that it doesn't go ahead and bottom out, then I'd probably be looking for the entries higher up in this area. But if we go ahead and do bottom out, then anything out of this I see would be fair for the sell catching it. Euro USD, my chart probably looks a little my chart probably looks a little messy right now because we're, like I said, we're in this trade. So if you're looking to get in the buy, I'd say, I mean, the trend isn't gone. We're still like technically consolidated right now. If you can, you know what I'm saying, we see all this right here is really just a massive consolidation. But what I'll say is that it is starting to diverge a little bit. Right, so if you remember what that means, let me kind of lengthen this out a little bit so you can see the bottom of my chart just a little bit better. There we go. Bring y'all up a little bit. Actually, oh no, it's not gonna. I gotta bring it farther up. I gotta just change the plane because of the fact that when I set up the recording stuff, it kind of just bottomed out on that part of the screen. So I'm just gonna move it right here. All right, so y'all can see it a little bit better. But let's stretch it a little bit so you can see exactly what I mean. Well, yeah. I gotta get it positioned right so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Oops. I moved the box, y'all, but I'm not capping on it. Well, actually, never mind. I thought I spotted something, but after closer inspection, never mind. It looked like price was starting to diverge just a little bit. Well, yeah, I guess you can kind of. It's diverging. It's diverging just a little bit from this price point on the RSI. But I'd really expect that to be like like the culmination of that to be some kind of like drawback from bullish activity going on at this level. So like I wouldn't be surprised if after like formation happens at this level right here, we pull back to here, and then divergence is broken, and then we could continue higher. I wouldn't be surprised if it looks something like that. But I'm definitely looking for. Let me pull this back down. This is all stretched it out now. Yeah. Had to like reposition the window. Um, but I'll definitely be like we're definitely in a place where it's like prices changed. Prices changed. Trend is changed as far as momentum. Like we were getting the momentum to the upside from this price point. Now we're getting some stoppage in this area, consolidation. As you can see, we haven't really broken out of this zone for real. So when I see price get above this little, like this green line, this red line, this little area I have here, that's like what I call a little go area. And I have it there as a zone where I know mentally, like, okay, price gets out of there, then we're truly in a bullish trend, if you dig what I'm saying. Now, barring any crazy news that could affect her, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know what I'm saying, something crazy could pop out and then price go up and then back down. We know that happens. But barring any crazy fundamentals, that's what I'd be expecting for I'm expecting her to get out of this little go zone and much further, but we'll keep watching her, keep trading her, keep updating y'all on it. And it's really similar with AUD. Honestly, I like that, and it's the reason why. Look, the entry that we set up on one of these videos, it was either last week or the week before. I think it was last week. You guys can go check my work and let me know in the comments. But like the entries we set on here are like, man, they're spot on for y'all. They're spot on for y'all. Like, I don't want to miss for y'all. I don't want to miss for me, but I definitely don't want to miss for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So understand it does take a whole lot of reading up on certain data and things like that, and time consumption for me to be able to just hop on here and casually say where everything's going and whatnot. It's easy how I teach people how to do it, but I don't make it easy for myself because I have to kind of keep myself above the curve. So I gotta go the extra mile. You know what I'm saying? And that I believe that work ethic is really what my edge is in this trading space. Outside of the fact that we invented precision trading, but you kind of, I guess, say that's an edge. But I think the me wanting to be so meticulous about it, to keep y'all informed and whatnot, is probably goes big into what my personal edge is as far as trading goes. Now, like I said, we do have this area down here, which I was like, man, I don't want to see price go down there, and we do have some bullish activity off of this level, but depending on how we're gonna see that dollar bearishness play out is what we're gonna, you feel me, gauge what we're gonna do with AU, because I am personally trading AU, AU and EU this weekend, last week. So I'm looking for her to kind of come down a little lower. I ain't gonna lie. I like this entry, but off further inspections, I think that what I'm saying. I think I mentioned it in the last video that coming down here wouldn't be a problem. It's closing up under here that would be like, we're not looking bullish. You know what I'm saying? But as far as us, continuing to look bullish, we are technically under the 200 EMA, which means we are in a bear zone, right? But that's on. That's on one of the charts. We're a lot closer to that EMA when you go to the 4 hour and, well, not the daily. We're pretty far from the daily. So, and see, the thing is, like, when you get so far up under the 200 EMA, it's like you're bearish to a point, and then it's like, well, now we have to go back to the average at some point, and this seems to be one of those points where we're going to get pulled back towards this 200-day EMA. So, yeah, a lot of bullishness all around. Let me stop putting my face in the way. My fault. I'm still getting used to having the different softwares and whatnot up on my screen. But as I get better at creating content and showcasing what I'm doing with the different softwares that I'm using, it's gonna get hopefully a lot easier and streamlined for y'all to understand how this works and what I'm doing and how everything's working, so you can be profitable in your account every day, every week, month over month, year over year with me. Okay. Let's take a look at NASDAQ real quick before we get out of here. Actually, I have a no. I was like, I have a whole bunch of levels. I pulled up the wrong one. So we got Drippy was right, everybody. We got the big old drop off that I was like, hey, when price was way up here, I'm like, hey, we're probably gonna drop off like we did back here. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but like, man, when it comes to calling the big NASDAQ moves, I ain't gonna lie. I don't tend to miss her bigger moves like that for real. Like, I may be a few pips off of her her microstructure, but like, as you can see, my key levels here are getting smacked. You know what I mean? And it's like my levels aren't doing anything for price. My levels don't affect price. My levels don't hold price, don't box price in, but I put things on the chart to gauge where the market is and what it's doing for myself. Now, there's people out there that'll tell you, oh, John, pictures on a chart don't mean nothing. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. You trade a different way. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's just how we trade over here at TDB. And it's part of why it's called precision trading. And you can't learn it anywhere else. All right. Well, I guess if one of my mentees like went and taught it, then you could learn it from them. But my mentees aren't teaching people, so. But yeah, so as far as Nasdaq, we're going lower, and I'm gonna expect this level to get broken, and us to touch this 19.7 level. Now let's see where exactly that come from. It comes from right here. Yeah, what was left down here. Yeah. So price chilled down here, scooted off, and never came back, and there is still liquidity down there, So it makes sense, everybody. Like, it's not the end of the world. The market ain't crashing out. It's just it's honestly math. But I'd expect us to see bulls come back in strong here, if not before that. Like, this level right here could hold us. Like, I could honestly just make this box a little bigger for real, and like, anything out of that box is like, you know what I'm saying, probably a good buy. Now a dip down here, I say I wouldn't buy this one, only because of the fact that I believe if we get down to this 1900 level, then like I want to see 19.6 at the lowest, 19.6, 19.7 at the lowest. We get down to 1900, we touch at 18K, then that opens us up for 17K, and 17K opens us up for the big 16 down here. And let's go on the daily chart to show you, because like I said, like that, this is okay. You know what I'm saying? Like price. Oops, I moved the box. Price comes all the way down here. It's perfectly fine. It's okay technically. Now for people's accounts, that's not gonna. There's a lot of people. It's not gonna look good. They're not gonna like it. They're gonna be scared. We're shitting bricks. But at the same time, like, let's just shrink this a little bit, go back in time, and show you why it makes sense. So let's grab a fib real quick, take this high down to this low. Price came back after 32,000 points. All right. Top to golden, about 60. So a little more, definitely a little more, but I believe, let me move this right here out the way for a second so I can see how big this run up was. About 100,000 points. This run up is over 100,000 points. It's just almost 30,000 or about 30,000 points more than this run up. So you see why it would kind of make sense for the retracement to be 30,000 points more, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of put some logic and math to it. Now nobody says that that's a rule of thumb. Nobody says that that's perfect, but these are algorithms. They're based on math. So if we're going to predict anything with all these other factors that we mentioned, the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like the fib is a good fib area, that's an area key level, you know what I'm saying, and the fact that, like, you know, the math kind of checks out, then like I said, it's a reasonable place for price to be. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna 100% go there. I would like to see the bulls come back and show some strength right here. That's why I kind of have this this box a little bit colored a little bit differently than the other boxes. That's where I'd like to see price start giving some real bullish activity and make me not think that we get here, because like I said, we get here, then that leaves us no reason not to see the big golden zone. Now I'll be fine if it's in the golden zone. I don't have that much, you know what I'm saying, in at the top, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but the thing is, with something as bullish as NASDAQ, you could buy at the top and still be good year over year. You know what I mean? As long as you have the account size and risk tolerance to hold that, you know what I'm saying? But you know, NASDAQ's mad bullish, so that's why I don't particularly love selling it. You know what I mean? I just like talking about the sales. You know what I mean? For I don't trade the sales too much. I like to trade buys. my bot doesn't care. My bot will trade whatever, whenever, as long as it's a good trade. Me personally, I don't like to trade things that are so extra bullish, because it's like when you lose a sell, it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like I kind of got out of selling NASDAQ. Even if I see the perfect sell and I know it's a perfect sell, I don't like personally doing it. I just got out of it early in my trading years. So because of the fact that, like, I invest, you know, over more and more over time in ETFs that track NASDAQ. So, you know what I mean? I don't like to hope it sells. I would like to manifest the sell, you know what I'm saying? So, but it does seem here like we are going to get into a bear market for a little while. Right, and that's okay. We need it, because you know, we stop here and go higher, then, you know, all the ETF accounts gonna be looking beautiful, because I'm definitely gonna be up in the ante a little bit and dropping more when it's lower. You know, I like going heavy in on dips, because it allows me to take a little bit more off of the top when I do catch these little cycles of her retracing, pulling back to go gain more momentum. All right. So that's all for this week's breakdown. If you got value out of this and you're still watching this, please hit that like button, hit that sub button, and that bell icon. All those things let the algorithm know that this is good content, this is value content, and it needs to be shown to more people. And I think more people need to be shown how to do this the right way. All right? If you're pulling value out of this, don't be a gatekeeper, man. Share this. All right? I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.